Alright guys and gals, we are back. Sorry I couldn't put this on the last video. I didn't want to make it too long, so I'm doing it today. I'm basically just going to go over the baits we used last time when I went to the pond with my buddy LoJack. First bait I used was actually a KVD 1.5 shallow crank in bluegill color. So let me show you that one real quick. So here it is guys, hope you all can see that pretty good. Like I say, it's a KVD 1.5 shallow crank, the bluegill color. So this actually worked right away. If you saw the video, I got a bite like as soon as I got there. I started throwing this and I had a bite right away. I don't know what happened when I went to kind of set the hook. My line got tangled up on the rod, which is weird. I don't think that's ever happened to me, and I just couldn't reel. It just got stuck, and by the time I fixed it, the fish was gone. It was a little fish. It was a dink. But, you know, it was still fun to catch. Even that runner that went by, I don't know if y'all heard him, that said, man, as soon as you threw it, he hit it. And it's true. Basically, all I was doing was throw it out there and just doing the regular stop and go. So reel, stop, reel, stop. Now, that pond is maybe about 5-6 feet, maybe at the deepest. It's not too deep. These actually go about 3 to 5 feet. So it's actually perfect for that pond. Lately there's just a lot of grass. Maybe about a month ago there wasn't so much grass in there, and you could get it to the bottom pretty good without getting hung up. Now it seems like there's just a lot of grass in there, and so as soon as I feel that grass, you know, I kind of try to keep it right above it, and sometimes kind of rip it, and they'll react to it and they'll come and get it. In that instance, I was actually I threw it out there, I reeled it, you know, maybe a second or two, I stopped it, and then that's when he came and hit it. So they hit it on the stop. And I've had pretty good luck with these in that pond, basically doing the same thing, reel, stop, and as soon as I hit something, I let it stop, you know, it floats a little bit up, and then they come and hit it. So sometimes most of your hits are gonna come when you stop it. It just depends. Like I say, you know, always play with your retrieves and let's see what the fish want. So unfortunately, I just got tired of pulling too much grass out. I changed and I went to the Shim-E-Stick. So but let me tell you what I was using for that setup. I didn't use it much, but I was actually using it's a quantum setup. Got a quantum rod and a quantum reel. Quantum rod is an Energy PT. It's actually 7-foot medium heavy. Really good rod for for using a crankbait. It's a medium heavy, but it's got a fast tip, you know, so it gives you that action where you can feel that crankbait vibrating. You know, you can fit it if you hit structure or when it gets hung up. Really good rod for crankbaiting. The reel I got on there is the Quantum KT 100H PT. It's a burner. It's a 7-to-0 gear ratio, and I usually don't like to use above 6 on my crankbait reels, but I don't know, it's been pretty good with this reel, and I like it in here with this setup, so I kind of like using it like this, and it's worked good for me. Using it on 12-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon, the red label, so that's 100% fluorocarbon, real good line for crankbaiting. So I didn't use this very long, but that's what I used for that setup. So let's go now to the Shim-E-Stick, show you guys the ones I was using. Okay, so for this setup, I was using a Strike King Shim-E-Stick, and it's right here. Most of them know them as Senkos or sticks, or the really popular ones are the Gary Yamamoto ones, and they're called Senkos. And actually, my buddy that was fishing with me, LoJack, he was actually using, I believe it was a 5-inch Gary Yamamoto Senko, and it was in the purple laminate color. He caught this first fish on that and a few more, and then it actually got busted up, and that's the only one he had because the rest were in his truck, and we were on the other side of the pond. So I actually I had my bag with me, so I lent them these, and these are actually the Strike King ones called Shim-E-Sticks. The Gary Yamamoto is a little bit better, probably better quality, better plastic, a little bit more expensive, of course, but I've been using these and I like them. I've caught fish on them. So like I said, this is the black and blue. I started off, well, I didn't start off with this one. Let me show you the one I started off with. And actually, here's the bag. Here's kind of what they look like. These are just 5-inch Strike King Shim-E-Sticks. So this is the first one I had on there. The water was so clear that I figured I had to go more with, I guess, a natural color. And I fished before with these there, and I've caught some good fish on them. And this is actually called Green Pumpkin Shark Swirl. So, you know, more of a natural color green pumpkin. The water's really clear, you know, they can see it. And it's got, you know, not that much chartreuse in there, but you can see it. It's got some brown, black flake. So I've done pretty good with this on that pond. So I put this on first because I thought the water's clear. I thought it was going to be all stained from all the rain we had, but no, it was pretty clear. So right away, I had that first fish on this one, threw it out there weightless, let it sink all the way to the bottom, and then I just kind of twitch it to the side a few times, 2-3 twitches, tap, 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 let it sink again, twitch it again, and he probably hit it. I think it was the second or third time I twitched it off the bottom when he came and got it. So it's the first one I got it on. I kept going, but no more hits, and I started noticing LoJack was using that purple laminate, which, you know, darker color, and he was getting the hits on it. So I figured, well, let me switch to that black and blue, which is this one right here. And as y'all saw, I got some hits, but I could not, you know, I couldn't land them. I couldn't get the hook in them. I don't know what was going on. Maybe they were just biting the tail. Maybe, I'm not sure. I mean, I had some good bites, and I thought the hook was set, and then, you know, they were gone. And my friend LoJack, actually, if you hear him in the video, he missed a couple of them. And he was saying, you know, they go on there and they would tap it, and we'd wait and then set the hook. And maybe that was my problem. I was waiting too long and setting the hook, and that could have been one issue. I know he said as soon as he'd feel it, he just set the hook, and that's how he was catching them. I got it on a 5/0 hook. Do you have to use a 5/0 hook? No, I've used them with the 3/0, 4/0. I just recently started using it in a 5/0 from another video. I saw a guy that fishes them with the 5/0, and I actually started getting a lot of fish using the 5/0. Either way, I think it works with the 3, 4, 5, so whatever you want to try. And like I tell you, my friend was using that purple one, went to the black one, and he was still getting bites. So even with the water being so clear, they were still biting that dark color, and they were pretty much biting as soon as it hit the water. And you could hear my buddy on the video saying that. And the bites I had, they were the same thing. We throw it out there, and as soon as it was falling down, they'd come and get it. I don't know, I could not get him hooked up. So he caught a few of them. He caught some pretty, I think he got like maybe 5, 6, 7 of them or something. I stopped filming because it just got too dark for the camera, and he still actually caught more. So he was doing good. I only caught that one, the first one, and that was it. But hey, you know, it was one of those days. So anyways, this is what we used. Like I tell you, 5/0 hook, weightless, no weight. And I was actually fishing that on this is a Lew's setup. And I got the American Hero rod from Lew's. It's a 6/6 medium heavy with the action is the fast taper. So I've been using this for flipping and using that weightless. I really like it. Some guys use maybe a 7-foot, but it's been really good. I like it. Real good rod. I could use for Texas rig. I like that 6/6. I'm using it on a Lew's speed spool laser AH. It's actually an AH 1H, and it's got a gear ratio of 6:4 to 1. So really good reel. I actually got this set up as a gift. I really like it. It's been really good to me. What I'm really excited now is I'm just about to put in an order to get some Ardent reels and some Ardent rods. So if y'all have never fished their reels or rods, they're really good. Go on their website, check it out. I'm about to also order some other baits from a company called Reel It In Baits. I'll put the links down below so you can see their baits. They're making some really cool baits, and can't wait to try those out, catch some fish on them. So I'm gonna put an order for those. I'll let you guys know, later on there'll be a review about that. Anyway, guys, hope y'all liked the video. More fishing stuff to come. Hopefully we get out there soon, go fishing. We got some work today. I'm working on a trip to actually going to Falcon Lake, so I don't want to jinx it yet, but it's in the works. Hopefully that goes through, so I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. That won't be till probably sometime in late July, but anyways, that'll come later. You guys, thanks for watching. So subscribe, like, comment, share. If you have a question, comment down below. Anything you guys want to know, let me know. If I can help you, I will try my best. For now, guys, take care. Don't forget, if you can go out there, go catch some fish. Y'all take care. Laters.